Hello.
I could like walk home and get really hurt. You can sue the federal government. Like sign sheriff's license right here. They don't want you climbing up on a rock.
That's my spot right there, man. Right where she's sitting.
Answer to that question is certain rocks are more valuable than others. Some you can run on and some you can't.
No, I'm good. You can go down. Now you go down.
Everybody watch your step.
Oh, that's the monument for Longbeard. What's on this? Jack Sparrow. I'm finding some new passages.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Not a path. Excuse me.
Sharpshooter using a rifle equipped with a scope to kill an enemy.
Does that go all the way down?
Yeah, you can go down the hill on the other side. Yeah, there are a couple paths that will take you back down here. So.
Yeah. Kind of weird.
Oh yeah, no, that's like, that's what.
Okay.
They did not. They used the rocks. It's Devil's Den across the way there.
Ready?
Now you can do one for the Devil's Den.
That's the better shot. Sorry about that. Not sure what that pin is, but it seems pretty old. A lot of this stuff was made after the battle had already happened. It was kind of making up after the battle in anticipation for another one that never happened. So it's of the same time. Pretty much this whole park is exactly as it was. I don't like to talk, but I've heard a lot of bad history going around here today. Bad history is the worst. I want to take the beaten path. Some of these rocks you can't run on. Important thing to say. Most you can, some you can't. And as with all historical sites, taking stuff is a no-no. I just want you to get a look at that wall. This is where the Confederates were coming up from here, and from over here, and from up there. And they all got slaughtered coming up through these rocks. And the day after they all got slaughtered, they built those walls. So the walls weren't here on the day of the battle, but they were here the day after the battle, and built by people who fought in the battle. So historically accurate. And I don't like to talk normally, like I said, but bad history gets on my nerves. It's not that you should know it all, it's just that if you don't know it, you shouldn't spread it. And I got no problem with my flag, as you can see. 50 states, 13 original colonies. That's all it really means. I was born here, so it's my flag. And it's my history. And yours too, if you're listening to me. Like I said, you don't have to know everything, but if you're gonna tell it, know it a little bit better. Back to running. If you come here, better to park over here. Because there's a lot of people that way. Maine. Again, coming up all around this ridge that I've been walking, trying to get to the top of that hill, which they never could. And I'm not a history teacher, so take what I'm saying with a grain of salt too, although I do know it better than most. Not a professor. But you can get the lay of the land there. It'd be tough advancing on. See the wall? Again, day after. And again, not a history professor. Just saying, these walls are day after. From what I've heard from people who do know. And I thought I'd run back to this plaque here. End it there. And this is the front line I was just on. Hello. Giving you stuff to freeze on. This is real history. Again, didn't plan on talking, but people have been talking some shit. I don't mean in general, I mean specifically today. Possibly in the recording. So if somebody's going to say something stupid while I'm recording, I might not say it to them, but sometimes I do, but I guess I'll disclaimer my own video. Let me get one more thing in here. Whoop. One nice little work outfit. I will say it's good to stay in shape. Say I'm an expert at that. Good to move around. Hello. Some good luck. You're allowed to touch the nose, by the way. And Devil's Den.
They don't stop retreating until they're on the other side of the ground. Stabilize that is the position that Chamberlain will receive the Medal of Honor. Step back.
Lots of really good tour guides up here too.
Hasn't made his charge yet. 16th Michigan has been hit twice from their front. Now the Confederates are coming back again from that direction. They'll also work their way out into this valley. They're coming up the front of the hill. These people weren't here until later. They're outflanking. They're about to be overrun. They retreat up the hill. This is the critical juncture of the battle for Little Round Top. If this continues, if something doesn't happen to stop it, this retreat of 16th Michigan is going to close the right flank and 44th New York. They're then going to be hit from two different directions. They're going to have to retreat. The same thing to the 83rd Pennsylvania, to right up that line. And then you've got the 20th Maine out there all by themselves. Chamberlain getting ready to go that way in the charge. That's General Warren's statue.
And it's good to get a tour guide. Never had a tour guide or needed one, but they are pretty good. If ever you eavesdrop in one of their tour talks. So long as they're not preaching, "Oh, slavery was good." Just like being in a union, because that's some absurd bullshit.
About approximately 9,000. The figures vary a little bit depending on the author and the story.
Let's see.
Been around 9,000 over 3 days. And the casualty rate, the total casualty rate between the two armies,
Excuse me.
between 40 and 45,000 killed, wounded, and missed. About 1 out of every 4 people.
About the dog.
This is one of the more packed areas. There's a lot of Gettysburg, and as you can see if you look out over it, there ain't a whole lot of people on it. There's just a whole lot of people right here. And sunset is where everybody comes here too. Alright. Just because it's fun. I'll try this if you aren't familiar with doing this stuff, even though this isn't really hard as far as this stuff goes. You still could get really hurt.